Hello everyone, Xerphobus here. So today we're going to be reviewing Prime Moments Hernandez. Okay, so Hernandez's card looks okay. Doesn't look anything amazing. Like pace wise, he's fast. He can finish. Passing is okay. Dribbling is good, and physical is kind of mess. So we're just expecting him to be decent. Like I wouldn't expect anything like amazing out of this card, but let's see anyway. So we expect him to be quick, clinical, good passing, insane dribbling, and meh physical. Okay, so the cheaper alternative today is 93 Eden Hazard. So the reason why I'm going with this card is simply because his stats are kind of similar enough for Lucas Hernandez. Now, obviously his finishing is not as good, but his pace is around the same. His passing is way better. Dribbling is also way better as well, and he costs significantly less. So he's a cheaper alternative today. Okay, so looking at his stats, again, they seem decent. There's nothing like, for most strikers, they can't really pass the ball, so his passing isn't too bad. His strength is a little bit on the weak side. Dribbling seems to be fine, finishing seems to be fine, and pace seems to be fine. The only thing I would say is though that 3-star weak foot, and a 3-star weak foot for a striker kills it for me. Like, no matter who I use, it kills it because it makes you so predictable. It makes you super predictable when you're getting into scenarios, because you know on their weak foot they're not going to be consistent, and even when you go back in on the right foot they may not be as consistent. It just makes them way too predictable in my opinion. So what I've done today is I put a architect card on just to increase his passing and increase his physical, because those were the two aspects that I really wanted to improve. Wasn't really concerned about the others. Okay, so this is the team that I used. So he played in at striker in a 4-2-3-1. Okay, so just getting into the clips, he's bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He is bad. There's a reason why he's cheap, and it's because he's too predictable. He is way too predictable on that right foot. Like, there was chances that I gave him that they're easy chances and he missed. Like, he's meant to have this like insane heading ability, and I gave him literally a sitter and it went around the post. His passing isn't very good. It's okay. It's nothing I can shout about. Dribbling is decent. He can be a little bit heavy at times. Pace, okay. It's not like he's quick, but he's not a 10. And as I said, his shooting is just so fucking unpredictable. Like, in the sense that his right foot is either amazing or crap. His left foot is really bad, and then his heading, as you saw with that clip, is just meh. In terms of like, if I was defending against him, he is predictable. He's super predictable, because I know always he's going to come back in on that right foot, which is exactly what you don't want as a striker. So for that reason, just get Hazard. Just get Hazard, way better. Okay, so pace 9 out of 10. He is quick. He's just not a 10 in my opinion. He just get a little bit held up after his first touch, and then he gets going, but none in that aspect. Now, shooting is an 8 out of 10. That's down to his weak foot, which is fucking terrible, and he's just not consistent finishing on his right. Like, if there's one thing that I've learned, is looking at stats is not the thing to do. Use the card and see how it feels. Like, when I used this card, I was like, okay, it's decent at the start, and then I played with it a little bit more, and I was like, okay, no, you're starting to piss me off. Get off. Like, he was missing easy chances that led to games being lost, simply because I would give him chance after chance after chance, and he would just miss. He would miss sitters. Dribbling an 8.5 out of 10. Again, he's a little bit heavy off his first touch. I wouldn't be giving him a 9. Once he gets going, he's fine, but there were times where he would be a little tiny bit clunky, which is very, very odd. Strength 7 out of 10. Again, we weren't expecting anything amazing in this aspect. The strength is obviously improved by the chem card, but nothing amazing. And his passing is 7 out of 10. His passing is okay. As you saw for one of the assists in the clip, I think it was for Ballack, he literally dragged the pass like so far past, and somehow Ballack still scored. But his passing isn't really the best. So for those reasons, I wouldn't say he's FUT Champs ready. You can play him in the FUT Champs and you may enjoy using him. I certainly didn't. But I think he's 760 on Xbox to do, or tradable on Xbox at the moment, and I still wouldn't get him. I just wouldn't get him. If I'm playing stuff by Foot Champs, I would want someone consistent, and he just isn't consistent. You're just crap. For that reason, it's just not worth it, lads. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this review. So I will have Lineker out tomorrow, and I'll have Roberto Carlos out next, and I'll see if I can do a team of the season, or sorry, not team of the season, team of the month Vardy, even though I know a lot of people probably won't get that card. I'll do it anyway. If there's any others you want me to do in the meantime, let me know, but please bear in mind that I am dead broke. So we'll see what the story is with team of the season. Anyway, lads, cheers for watching.